through the opening round of the college football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, taking 4th down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They run it right into a blitz. And the linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Off the arc to go. The quarterback looks to his right. He's swarmed by the defense.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Close to the tight end. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And the offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a 1st down at the 21.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And they've got him on the blitz.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
First down, sack a surprise and moves him back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on 2nd and long? Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Washington, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the BA team makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember last time, they were throwing a 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Washington offense heads back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Good. Nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Pass hot. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
2nd down after that completion. He's looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. And now they run the draw play. Breaks free. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 4th down tries so far. They'll try it again here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Ball handed off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that previous play. Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense, they're going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the toss play, runner moving left. They test the middle there, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the move now. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Chris, he's trying to find find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Slings right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
The short completion of the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread.
And he's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. We finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks left and finds his target there. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Went after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks free. He's in the clear. The 30. Inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Longhorns.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Breaking tackles. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Important second down play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff in a single back formation. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaskin.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down. Hand it off. As the first down is still going. Finding space at the 20. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. They'll run it to the right side. Nowhere to run up the middle.
There's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking for a man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Hayden sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on third down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Who got it? The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Look at this. They turn him loose. He gets home for a sack for the Washington defense. Good call by the defensive coordinator. I think about it over the years, Chris. They got some really good linebacker play that can get after the quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Pass tip to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snides a quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back's got it again. Tackle, but first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's a run to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Huskies.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. And the single back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Throwing up play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. It's a direct snap. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss on play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. There's a screen pass to the running back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And there's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Out of the gun now on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive Defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes a quick catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, and keep those sticks moving.
They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
The Huskies come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4th-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. There was no catch in the meantime. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking right, this one caught. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback operating an empty set. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a second down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on 4th down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows them what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. UHC is good. They still trail, though. So, Kirk, it's Washington in front. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the quarter, the offense has a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Heading left after the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fist, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. There's contact on the throw. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead? Taking a chance, and it backfires.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He breaks free. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Design quarterback run. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football. And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Heads back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. He brings him down. There's a big play all the way to the 43.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got it for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Fires quickly to the left. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He's going to hand this off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Physical run earns the 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. He's going to take off here. Inside the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. It's a quick grab. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throw to the running back in the flat. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, do you kick the extra point to tie this up, or you go for 2 to potentially take the lead?
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. He'll weave the ball deep down that right side. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. This might be for the ball game. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the back now goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
The quick throw out left complete. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially
end zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. They take the lead in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Contest as he let the ball go.
4th down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.